morning, everyone. My name is Oliver Schnusenberg. I'm from the Department of Accounting and Finance. Lakshmi Goel is here with me. She's from the Department of Management. And we're going to talk about why some people multitask better than others, predicting learning. This is a paper that we started working on a couple of years ago. And the idea really came to us when we thought about students sitting in the library and they have their iPad and they have their computer going and they have their laptop and they have their iPhone and they're plugged in, and we were thinking, well, we could have never learned like this, but they apparently do. So somehow, there must be a way that we can predict this learning. Multitasking increasingly leads to a blurring of personal and work lives, as we are all aware. So it's important to understand both the things that lead to multitasking and that multitasking effects on the other end. It's not really a choice anymore. By 2016, we're predicted to have 1.4 mobile devices per capita. I think we're kind of there. I think the study is from last year. I know I have like 3, and I'm not with the times. But also, multitasking can be dangerous. There's literature that suggests that multitasking makes one slower, results in additional mistakes, causes stress, reduces the attention span, affects memory and relationships negatively, can result in overeating, dampening creativity, and in extreme scenarios can endanger the multitasker and others. So if you're driving and talking on a cell phone at the same time. One study goes so far as to state that distracted workers suffer a greater loss of IQ than people who smoke pot. Yeah. So, not sure if that is true or not. So, we have 4 hypotheses that we tested. First, individuals with greater personal innovativeness, which is defined as the willingness of an individual to try out any new information technology, are more likely to engage in information system multitasking. So the more likely you are to have a new gadget to add to your existing ones, the more likely you are to multitask. Second, individuals with greater computer polychronicity, which is defined as an individual's preference for shifting attention among ongoing tasks rather than focusing on one task until completion and then switching to another task. So basically saying people who prefer to multitask will multitask. That's H2. Okay. H3, individuals who engage in more multitasking will exhibit greater cognitive absorption. One study finds that when an individual considerably multitasks, they are no longer aware of outside activities, and that encourages the rate of absorption into internet technologies. And lastly, a greater degree of cognitive absorption results in increased learning. And this is really kind of the major contribution that we have. There's one study that looks at Facebook usage for a sample of Tunisian students that found that a greater level of cognitive absorption on Facebook is especially beneficial from a learning perspective if students have multitasking skills and an initial interest in the university. Our research model was like this. So again, the personal innovativeness with information technology and computer polychronicity predict multitasking, which in turn affects cognitive absorption, which in turn affects learning. Okay. Our sample consisted of 242 responses from UNF students. We used only validated scales from previous literature, and we used structural equation modeling. Our scales were very reliable. Our effect analysis loadings all greater than 0.7, and we had both convergent and discriminant reliability. So this is our results. Everything is significant, which is nice, okay, at the significance level of less than 1%. So what are the implications of this? Well, I think one implication is if we think of us as educators, we can prepare our students better by making students more aware and comfortable with the different technologies and databases that are out there. So I'm personally in finance. I know we have a lot of big data is everywhere, right? But I know in finance it's really, really huge. So the more familiar and the more able students are to use those databases and that technology, the better the product that we as educators create, and the more they will ideally learn in a work setting. Okay. That's all I had. Was I actually under 5 minutes? Cool. Okay. All right. Thank you.